31 days ago, we started with tales of Patrick Vieira and Sol Campbell. Now we are at deadline day, and while the Arsenal old boys have got themselves fixed up, the side they've left behind really could do with their experience. The transfer window closes at 5 p.m. London time, and fresh from their beating on their own turf by Manchester United yesterday, we'll see if Arsene Wenger will reinforce the Gunners today. We've got 4 shows to update you on their progress. Our second's at midday, our third's at 3 p.m. London time, and the last is at 5 p.m. London, 5:30 p.m. London time. Now, the Arsenal website's got a story where Arsene Wenger said he's been making inquiries for David Villa at Valencia and Marouane Chamakh at Bordeaux with no joy whatsoever. We'll tell you whether or not he does succeed with his move to bring in a big buy at Arsenal. Elsewhere, we will tell you all about the moves that do come off and don't come off from around the country with our reporters. So stick with us here on Football Spy, the internet's premier transfer service. Here's what we know so far from deadline day. Big spending. Manchester City going to make a £20 million bid for the Real Madrid midfielder Gago. City are about to beat Inter Milan to the signing of the Parma midfielder McDonald Mariga, which I have to say intrigues me. As what is Mancini going to do with Stephen Ireland, Nigel de Jong and Gareth Barry? City also going to make Middlebrough an offer they can't refuse for the winger Adam Johnson, say the Mail, but they might have a problem as Manchester United and Chelsea are also very interested, say the Times. Our own Daily Mirror say that Roman Pavlyuchenko is pleading with Spurs to sell him to Birmingham. Spurs also keen on one of these 2 keepers, either Portsmouth's David James or the Spartak Moscow keeper Stoic Plitikosa, after Stoke beat them to the signing of the Bosnian Asmir Begovic. That's in the Mail. West Ham, they're in talks with Spurs to sign Robbie Keane on loan. Spurs won a £1 million loan fee. That's in our own paper. And the Stoke boss, Tony Pulis, wants to bring winger Jermaine Pennant back to England from Real Zaragoza. That's in the Sun. For the rest of the transfer news during the rounds today, have a look at the ticker at the bottom of the screen or go to mirrorfootball.co.uk. We'll be back at midday with some more on that. Now, today we announced the winner of our Spy transfer competition. You know how to enter by now. Tell us who you think will be the most expensive signing by the time the window closes. If you get it right and we pick you, then you win the boots. They're right down here, so please do remember to put your size down. So far, you've inundated us with your entries. Ibanez is a bit of an optimist. He thinks it's going to be Huntelaar for £14 million. Multipolo thinks it will be Chris Smalling, who we now know has gone for around about £12 million. Dito Man thinks it will be Bakary Sagna. Thank you for your optimism. Cone thinks it will be Ronaldinho to Arsenal. You wish. 2 words for you. Lots of your emails. We'll get through some more of them on the midday show. Now, you can also have your say not only on the moves and shakers, but also on the England captain John Terry in our shows today. Our chief sports writer Oliver Holt has done a piece basically saying that he should keep the England captaincy. Lots of people are disagreeing with that on the Mirror Football site. Tell us what you think of the big story over the weekend. Picture time, and this is Paul Murphy in Denmark. He's a Manchester United fan, but he's at the stadium of his second club, Odense. He's put his entries in for the boots. I'm going to take his first one. He's given us 2, but I'm going to take his first one because he thinks it will be Fernando Gago to Real Madrid. He also says thank you very much indeed for a great transfer window. You are very welcome. Now, we've got news coming in this morning to us here at Football Spy, because we understand the Newcastle midfielder Jeremy has joined the Turkish club and Karaguku on an 18-month deal. We also are hearing this morning that the Brazilian striker Elan is speaking to West Ham. He plays at St Etienne at the moment. He's 29 years old. And we are also being told by our reporter in the Midlands that Sunderland are very interested in the Aston Villa defender Habib Beye. We'll keep you informed on all of those stories and many more in our midday updates, so join us then.